We're about to spend thousands of pounds on an old camper van, but is it a good investment or a huge mistake? In this video, we'll be breaking down the cost of fixing up an aging camper, unexpected surprises.
Well, that was a waste of 400 quid, wasn't it?
And if it's really worth it in the end. We've already spent grand. So if you're thinking of buying an old van to convert into your dream home on wheels, then stick around. This video just might save you a bit of money.
Let's get this van tidied up and ready for building.
The previous few days we've been out and about picking up bits for the van, which means the van was looking an absolute state. And as they say, tidy space, tidy mind, or something like that. I'm so glad we opted to not go to the gym this morning. It's like a workout in itself, wasn't it?
Not half. But now we're all ripped out and it's all clean. We can get ply line in these walls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the window out now at the minute and I'm going to scribe, sorry, the bus. I'm going to scribe it, so I'm going to take this white section out, leave the normal window in, lift the board up, go on the outside, scribe where the window's going to go, and then when I come to actually fit this, I can multi-tool it to the perfect, like, so it's square, so it doesn't look like it's like this or like this, and then fit the white framing back on.
Sounds like a plan.
Some people will understand that, some people are just like, what?
Like me behind the camera.
Yeah.
So the ideal plan of today is to get all the walls in and the last job of the day being putting the flooring, which we're so excited about. But we'll see how far we get on. It is very windy today, but if we get all that done, it'll really look like it's coming together. This is the flooring that we've gone with, and it's vinyl flooring. We absolutely love it. So the timber that we're using is from Latham's in Leeds. It is 15mm and 4mm poplar ply. We're going to be using the 4mm for the walls and the 15mm for building like the kitchen, seats, etc.
So we're going to get the first board in, scribed up and cut. We'll fix that in and then we'll crack on with the rest. Yeah, draw now.
It's got like, it's a way off, you know.
I know, you should be able to get it though. It sounds dead funny from this side. It sounds like you're farting. Let's have a laugh. Lovely.
I was doing this. Right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I'm just going to run my circular saw through this board, cut out the window section, and then we're going to cut out the end and we can go and lift this board in and screw it up. Right, wait, stay there. Spin.
Spin where?
Spin.
Upside down?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Boom.
Diddy.
Wait. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but then you need to bring me that part in first.
Bloody hell.
Jesus, it's like Dumb and Dumber.
It's like working with a sausage.
You're dumber.
Is that right up to me, yeah? And that's right up to the ceiling. Yeah?
Yeah, I think so. Hello.
Does that look good, Dad? Hey, it looks good, that, doesn't it?
They do a good job.
Yeah, did a really good job.
Thanks.
Like, really good job.
We moved on to the next panel, needing to do a cut out for the side pod.
So I'm going to cut the sheet down to 185, and then we're going to scribe the end panel, cut that with the jigsaw, lift it back in, scribe it again, bring it back out, cut it again, bring it back in. See if this fits now.
Jobs like this, I can't lie, I absolutely hate. They are so tedious, but luckily Jordan knows exactly what he's doing and I'm just there to lend a hand, clearly dreaming of being by the beach. But we're not going to get back there if I keep standing around daydreaming. The moment of truth, eh?
Literally. I mean, it's over on that side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Right then. That all the way up to the ceiling there.
We've got a gap on my side, does that matter?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Okay.
We've got this side in and it does look a little bit weird, but don't worry about it because we've left an overhang because we're going to make a frame, slot the frame up on the inside, screw it up to this and then run a flush trim router up and around so we get a perfect cutout for our side pods. So we're going to mirror image this on that side and yeah, get that cut.
Whoa. Right, let's see if this
works.
is going to fit.
Right then, you go to where you need to go to.
Right, on the end. Do I need to take this
Yeah, like peel it back.
Yeah, should I do that quick?
Yeah. Hurry up then.
You took ages doing this on that other side.
Come on, hurry up.
Right. I could be back over my side a bit more.
I know, I've just moved it back my way just a second. That in?
I think so, yeah.
Now if you're doing a van build, or to be honest, anything in life, always do the hardest thing first, because then it'll be plain sailing. We were on a roll, Jordan was cutting, I was screwing it in, and it's all going good. The van was looking great until we woke up the next morning and completely changed our mind.
We have a slight confession. We don't like the ceiling, so we're going to take the ceiling down and replace it for cladding, which we had previous. It just feels too dark, so we're going to head off now and grab the stuff for the new ceiling. Well, that was a waste of 400 quid, wasn't it?
So we tidied our stuff away and jumped in the van to go to one of our local timber merchants.
I think we're the only people on the internet that would change our minds that quick. Honestly, I really do.
No, but when we were putting it up, I said I prefer the old cladding.
Yeah, you did say that, and then like I come in this morning and I looked through it and I shut the doors. I opened both windows just to see, like, kind of gauge what it was going to look like, and it just, yeah, wasn't. I wasn't feeling it.
We've not been 100% on it. We've not looked at it and been like,
No.
oh my god, I love it, have we?
No, not at all.
And I think if we're going through the full effort of ripping it out, spending the money anyway, we may as well do it exactly how we want it. And I know it's £400 lost, but it is what it is. We're going to have it exactly how we want it, and it's going to be all worth it in the end.
And with how much we're going to be travelling on this next trip, fingers crossed we come across a money tree.
Yeah, we need one.
Yeah.
Jordan's just gone to grab the timber now. I think it has come to £95. Right, let's get home and round 2 of the ceiling saga.
Literally. Get back, get the ceiling up. So we're just back from Savoy Timber, and on Savoy Timber it does say that these are going to be 15 kilo each, is it? Something like that.
For a pack of 10.
For a pack of 10.
Not per panel.
No, so 15 kilo for a pack of 10. And we've just had them on the scales and it was saying 12.7 kilo. So let's go with a 15 mark.
Yeah.
So call it 30 kilos. So we're actually going to be saving weight putting these on and taking them down.
That's if we use all of it, which we're not, because we're going to have cut-offs.
We have a lot of cut-offs.
So
yeah.
These for 5 panels were 36, including the cut-offs.
Yeah.
36 kilograms, and these are obviously 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're saving weight.
And then cut-offs, you're probably going to save at least a kilo or 2.
Yeah.
Probably more realistically a kilo, so 29 kilo. We're actually saving weight on the roof.
Saving weight, not saving money.
That's the one.
So I know a lot of you guys are going to be thinking, why are you doing this? The ceiling looks fine. Trust us, it's going to look 10 times better. So here goes nothing.
We started taking all the screws out, and we've already sold it to make a little bit of money back for £50.
When I taped up all the spotlight wires in the ceiling on the last video and said we're going to keep them in just in case, but I highly doubt we'll ever use them again. So we are going to leave them in just in case we do ever put spotlights in the future, which I highly doubt. But yeah, I have to untape them all now because we are going to be using them again. Oh my god. Last time we had spotlights, how many did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
Yeah.
Running like 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's like 2 on each side. This time we're going to go for 6 down the middle, just like one line of them. So we're just figuring out, I mean, Jordan knows what he's doing, but I don't, so I'm just winging it. But we're basically just trying to like extend these cables to fit where we are going to be putting the new lights. Now another little problem, I mean not so much of a problem, is, well it is and it's not, these wires down here that was all going to like the battery and bits and bobs in the electrical system, we didn't label them, so some of them we know what they are, some of them we don't. The ones that we don't know what it is the one for the lights. We don't know which cable it is.
Ooh.
Go on lad.
Some weight in there, isn't it?
The beast.
Right then. Red to red, black to black, blue to bits. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's that one.
Is it?
Yeah.
First one?
First one. This time I've been sensible and writing on each cable what it is. You're like we should have done in the first place.
So if it's the max fan, it'll go. Ready?
Right. Ignore how rusty that is.
Tell me when.
Go on.
Yeah?
Yes!
Other one?
Max fan.
Sick.
So
And then that one, I don't know what the bloody hell that one is.
So we don't know what this is, but I'm sure it can probably get cut.
Yeah.
Because it's
Don't
clearly
need it.
nothing we need.
So we need to cut through this silver mesh and run a cable up and over that beam, and then cut through the next silver mesh and run a cable up and under that beam, and then bring it out here so that we can have our lights in the centre.
So is it this one that we're extending?
Yeah, we're extending this one because this is the end of the line. Extend it to here and to there, and that way we can have 6 lights in the centre going all the way down the line.
Jordan is literally a jack of all trades and he doesn't realise how talented he is, so if we can all big him up in the comments as a surprise, I'm sure it'd make his day. He ran new cable through the centre of the van and got everything into place so we could fit the new lights and the ceiling.
So basically everything that we've done on this build so far, erase it from your memory except the walls, because even these need to get changed now. So I spent all that time painting these. I'm ruining the mesh on this one. I've still not scrubbed it off, so I don't know if that's actually going to come off or not, but now I'm going to paint them white. So any recommendations on how to do that? We've got an idea, but you know, you might know best, so let us know down in the comments on how to get the black off, or somehow where the white will key into it, because that's my next job.
So we've got some Tongan groove, which is Swedish redwood, and it's 3.6 metre length, and it's only 9mm thick, so it's quite thin and super lightweight. So it isn't actually long enough, but we can't get it in 4.2 metre length, so we are going to have to join it. However, we don't need to worry about that because we're going to just fill that join and paint all the ceiling.
Once we get this first one up, then we should be plain sailing from there, because it's only the first one that's going to have the spotlights in, so we should just be able to cut them all down and slack them all in, screw them up, and hopefully we can get like maybe the first half done before it goes dark. Wishful thinking, but fingers crossed. We've also got a visitor today. Benji! We've got Benj and Lil sat in the front. Me and Jordan really want to take Benji on this next trip with us, but I don't think my mum will let us, but he would absolutely love it with Lily. So we did already order the strip lights for the ceiling, and we think we are going to keep them because we might be able to put them like around the cabinets and stuff, so we'll have to see. They was only quite cheap anyway, so we're not too fussed about that. But we've had to also order some new spotlights, but they was only £20, so the spotlights that we had in before this were black, and we're going to paint the ceiling white, so we've gone for silver. Now we ideally wanted white, but white ones were bigger for some reason, and we wanted to keep the spotlights like smaller, so we've gone for silver. We're just going to see how it looks, but they should come tomorrow from Amazon. So we're now working with a film torch. We're just going to wire up one of our old lights just to test that all the cables are working before we go ahead and put all the cladding up and then realise that the cables don't work or something. I've done the Wagos as well, so that's a big responsibility.
Yeah, so if they don't work, it's your fault.
Let's go.
Moment of truth.
Yeah, let's see if it works.
Do you reckon your wiring's good? What do you think?
I hope so.
Ready? Right, or later, let me take the caps off, one sec. Yeah, you ready?
Let's go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, what was that noise then?
Don't know.
Did you like that pop?
No.
Look at them.
What do you think?
Woo! Love it.
Looks pretty sick, doesn't it?
So guys, I know a few of you said that you want me to keep you updated in the vlogs. So this week's weight loss is another £4. So in 2 weeks, I've lost £8. So I'm absolutely made up with that. Mission, get fit for the next trip, because it's going to be a good one. Jordan's been a bit of a grump because we're going to have a join here, and he's worried that we're going to see the join line, because most people that don't get the full length have it staggered, and we've not done that, or we're not going to do that. But I said I'd fill it and make sure it's perfect.
All I'm thinking is, like, so right, if you want to do it that way, fine. We do it, but if it doesn't look right...
We get a new ceiling.
Serious? I'm being serious.
I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
I'm taking the whole thing down and I'm going getting that the 4.2 metre length.
Right, well, I
which is
best do a
harder
good
to
job.
get, so it needs to be bang on, otherwise that's the second ceiling down, well, a third ceiling down actually, and we change it all.
So that looks like I'm going to have to do a really good job at filling, sanding and painting it to make sure it looks spot on with no join. So I know a lot of people probably think, oh, it's too much white because we're going to have white ceiling, white walls, but trust the process. We're going to have loads of like little green plants, like the beige coloured seats and stuff. It's going to look proper beach vibe, bright. It's going to be amazing.
I trust you.
I've got the thought in mind, and it is gonna
You've got
look
good
sick.
taste anyway, you went for me. So.
Good taste.
I don't know if anyone knows the story, but when I parked my van at Annalise's this is quite a while
Probably
back,
about
wasn't
5 years ago.
about 5 years ago, someone broke into my van and stole all my tools, so I had to rebuy all my tools. But I didn't bother buying a palm router because I never really used it that much. But I went on Amazon last night, 59 quid palm router that works for your Makita batteries, and it's really good. It's actually mint. It comes with a load of router bits as well, 16 different router bits. Bites, doesn't it? Oh, just rip that hole down there, and that's the piece what we cut all the holes for.
Can that not be filled?
No, maybe it's not that good. Just bites really badly. I think it might not have enough power. Oh, wait there.
What have you done? Is it your fault?
Yeah.
For God's sake, Jordan, what have you done?
Well, there's only a dial on the side of it to give you more power, and I've got it on 1.
The moon is out in full force. It is, I think, bedtime. So we originally thought that we could reconvert this van on a budget of £3,000. Now we've already spent £2,500. That's on a set of rear doors from a breaker's yard because ours were too rusted to be repaired, and a brand new rear step, a window, all of our poplar plywood, which should hopefully be enough to finish the build, the old ceiling that we took down, the new ceiling, tools, screws and other bits from B&Q, a shower tray and waste which we'll most likely be sending back, vinyl floor, a bed system from IKEA and new spotlights for the ceiling, and I think that's about everything. Now that should be the majority of the spending. The expensive stuff like electrics, appliances we're using from the previous van build. However, we may be upgrading some of the electrics. Last night we had to leave it, so we woke up on a fresh head today. Jordan's already fixed the ceiling, the bit that broke. I think it was this piece, no, that piece. So we're all fixed and we are ready for a full day van building.
Jordan took the measurements so we could cut a few pieces at a time, and even just with a few boards up we knew that this was going to look so amazing. The acoustic panels just look too messy and dark. As I've said a million times before, we're going for a really clean, light, bright and airy feel to the van. Now if you're completely new to our channel and haven't seen our previous build, we did clad the whole van, so this time just cladding the ceiling felt really quick and it's actually quite enjoyable, she says whilst Jordan's getting covered in sawdust.
So while we're just in the middle of doing the ceiling, I'm going to answer one of the most asked questions that we got from the last video. Why didn't we just sell this van with the old building and use the money to put into a new van and a new build? For us, that was a rushed van build and it wasn't our best work. So we wouldn't want to go and sell that to someone that has been saving up for ages, dreamed of having a camper van, for them to be having problems down the line. Plus we had the flood in France. We didn't know what damage it had done. It hasn't done any, luckily. The floor is absolutely fine, but we didn't know that and we wouldn't want to sell it if we didn't know. Also, the amount of mechanical work Jordan and other mechanics have done to this van, like age-related issues, replacing loads of things underneath to make sure it is spot on. We wouldn't want to then go and buy into another van for someone to sell us a dodgy van. We know this one is like mint underneath and in the engine. It still needs like a few little bits, but we know that like we're safe, fingers crossed, in this van. Plus we wouldn't touch any new vans. So overall we don't plan to sell this van on. The money that we're putting into it is purely for us to be able to live somewhere whilst we travel, which I think is cheaper than using Airbnbs, hotels, hostels. Plus you can't go backpacking with a dog. I mean you could, but I don't think you'd have fun. So for us this makes perfect sense to rip this van out, redo it to exactly how we want it.
That's the first part of the ceiling up. It looks quite good, doesn't it? That all these pieces are scribed in now. This edge is scribed in as well. We've got the lights in and the way goes there for the next light. And then we just got the back section, haven't we, to do now?
It's looking so good now. I'm made up with that.
Does anyone want a can of Dr. Pepper?
So we've just had a delivery from Amazon and it's our lights. So these are the new spotlights and I absolutely love them. I love the way it's like matte then and they've got a little chrome inside.
Chrome bezel.
Yeah, so hopefully they'll look really good. These are dimmable as well. I will put the link in the description of the video if anyone wants them after we've seen how they are. But yeah, I think they're going to look better than the black.
They're so nice. They're going to look so good against the white ceiling. So we're a couple of timbers short, so we're going to head back to Savoy Timber quick because it's 3 o'clock now and it's shut, well, 2 minutes past 3. And it shuts at 4 o'clock. We're just back from Savoy Timber and we didn't have to buy a full pack because the guy had some offcuts. And he done them us for like 11 quid, so that's good, isn't it? Let's get cracking, finish this ceiling, and then see where we're up to.
Oh my God, look at that. That is miles better than before.
So guys, that's all we've got time for in this video. If you like the video, don't forget to leave I'm a Legend down in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Hands are trembling right now. Right now. Deep blue water sea, afraid of jumping in right now. Right now.